Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. With Trump rolling out a series of new policies and measures, the global financial market have entered a period of significant turbulence. Whether you are a Trump supporter or critic, the real question now is, how can you protect your assets in times like these? Meanwhile, China is clearly in the midst of an economic downturn. The decades-long belief that buying properties preserves wealth is falling apart, and more people are shifting their attention to gold. Since June 2024, gold prices in China have surged from 550 yuan per gram to 751 yuan per gram by May 2025. Many who once swore by real estate have now become devout believers in gold. But here's the real question. Can this gold rush truly preserve value or even generate returns? Today, we are going to explore what's really going on behind the scenes. In China, there are a few main channels for purchasing physical gold. First, you have traditional jewelry stores like Chow Tai Fook or Lao Fengxiang. These stores sell gold jewelries and bullion, typically accompanied by quality certifications and appraisals, all under the promise of preserving and increasing value. At least, when buying from these reputable shops, the gold can be traced and verified during resale. However, with the rise of live stream e-commerce, gold has become a hot item in online sales rooms. These live streams often feature highly attractive prices, combined with scarcity marketing tactics like limited time offer or last chance to grab it, creating a sense of urgency. Sellers claim their gold can be inspected at physical stores, comes with certification, and that they also operate offline. But most of these claims only sound good on the surface. The real trouble begins when you try to sell your gold. Let's start with the least reliable method, buying gold online. Those so-called "you can inspect it offline" promises are often complete nonsense. Proper gold testing requires high-temperature burning and cutting pieces to examine its purity. This process destroys the item's original form. The certificates and guarantees that come with online purchases are usually not issued by legitimate institutions and are not recognized by formal gold retailers. What's worse is that the government barely regulates these platforms, effectively turning a blind eye. So when problems arise, the burden falls entirely on consumers. Does this mean offline gold purchases are completely safe? Not exactly. Buying gold bars from bank or reputable jewelry stores is relatively more reliable, but the resale process is full of hidden pitfalls. For example, banks usually only buy back unopened bars with complete certification. Gold jewelry is generally not repurchased in cash. It can only be exchanged for new pieces, often requiring a 20% to 30% markup to be paid for the new item. Scales can be reached, and burn test loss rates can be inflated. Some gold shops exploit the melting process to pocket extra gold by claiming higher than actual loss. Even if you bought genuine gold bars, selling them years later might still be a hassle. Stores like Chow Tai Fook may require original purchase receipts and payment records, which many customers no longer have after 5 to 10 years. Without them, your gold might not be accepted, even by the store you bought it from. Then there's another group of people who fall for the too good to be true offers. They worry about the safety of storing gold at home, or get tempted by promotions like free storage or interest-bearing storage. These schemes often promise that if you let a store hold your gold, they will waive storage fees and even give you free gifts over time. But in reality, shops offering these deals almost always vanish sooner or later. And when that happens, you are left with a worthless receipt and an empty storefront. In today's uncertain economic climate, it is understandable that Chinese consumers are desperate for a reliable way to preserve their wealth. Gold has become the go-to choice. But just because gold itself is valuable doesn't mean the piece of gold in your hand is guaranteed to be, or that it will retain its value when you try to sell it. The key issue is, how do you prove your gold is authentic and pure? Aside from a few pieces of paper provided by the seller, what actual evidence do you have? Don't forget, those certificates often carry no weight during resale. At most, they prove you legally own the item, not that it contains the purity or weight claimed. So, what's the point of these so-called guarantees? Investing in gold is not inherently bad, but it's far from the no-risk safe haven many believe it to be. If you're simply buying based on hype and marketing, you may end up paying a premium for gold that's hard to sell, or worth less than you thought. The gold frenzy is still going strong, but so are the traps. Like, share, and subscribe if you found this useful. See you in next video.